What's going on, guys? It's Deathmonk here. Today I'm going to be talking about some things rather interesting concerning Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and how you go about preloading the Modern Warfare 2 game and all of the individual different component parts of that game. So for those who don't know, for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 has separate files that you need to download within them. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, there's 2 campaign packs, there's a Warzone 2 pack, the game itself. There's also a multiplayer pack, if memory serves, and I think there's also a Warzone 2.0 pack. Now, apparently, according to one of my friends, you can actually pre-download everything within those files right now. With some of them, however, it only shows as downloaded but not installed because the portion of the game is not fully live yet, such as multiplayer and Warzone 2.0, for example. So all you need to do, if you want to pre-download the game via the internet, you can also do this through the PlayStation Store as well. All you need to do is search up Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, and you'll notice there should be an option to download. Now for me, I've already, of course, pre-ordered this game, because as you guys will have noticed, I have performed in the Modern Warfare 2 beta. So for me, because I've already pressed the download button on another device, you'll notice that this Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is currently downloading. Now, I don't know if I can get on the insides of this, but that's really interesting. I'm just going to show you this rather interesting video courtesy of one of my friends who's actually managed to find all the download sizes for every single portion of the game. Now, courtesy of my good friend Dixon on YouTube and Twitter, you'll notice that he has different portions of the game, each having different sizes of download file. So as you guys can see, Campaign Pack 1 is like 9.587 gigabytes. The full version of the game is, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is 42.994 gigabytes. Now, I think the second campaign pack further down is 9.612 gigabytes. Now, but bear in mind, these are all different depending on which region you're playing in. In this case, it's Europe. Warzone 2.0, as you guys can see, is 2.541 gigabytes. The cooperative pack is 2.853 gigabytes, and the multiplayer pack is I believe I've said 4.5 or 4.965. So that's really interesting there, guys. Hopefully this will help you. So I want to know what you guys' thoughts are of that. Let me know in the comments box down below. So that's really interesting there. So as you guys can see, for those who don't know from my webcam, I'm currently away in Texas at the moment. I'm going to be attending the Formula 1 Grand Prix in Austin, Texas at the Circuit of the Americas. I will be doing a vlog on that, so make sure you guys stay tuned to the channel for that. Anyway, Modern Warfare 2, for those who don't know, it's actually missed out the Grand Prix map after allegedly having issues during the period of the Modern Warfare 2 beta. Now, it was, of course, was first announced during Call of Duty Championships earlier on this year, and for some reason we still don't know why it was removed. Initially they removed all the marketing, and it wasn't playable in the beta. However, it will reportedly be there at launch after issues were recently resolved. So one of Modern Warfare 2's most highly praised aspects were the maps, being much more colourful with a more traditional design philosophy than Modern Warfare 2019. Players got a chance to experience Greenberg Hotel, Farm 18, Mercado Las Almas, and Valderas Museum during the beta, but one highly anticipated map was missing, which was Marina Bay Grand Prix. Now, I'll just show you in the background of this video what the trailer was that we initially got. Now, I think we did also get a few images as well of this rather interesting map. On top of that, players were treated to a complete overview of the Grand Prix map, which was confirmed to arrive in the beta, but it was spotted in mid-September that Activision had deleted all mentions of the map. Nobody knows exactly what happened to the Grand Prix map, but many have speculated it was removed due to a licensing agreement, or there's clear inspiration from the Marina Bay Street circuit track in Singapore in real life caused issues. Or the map might just not have been in a fit state to go live during the beta, so was held back while fixes were worked on. So, as you guys can see, according to Charlie Intel, it's not clear what's happened, but Activision has deleted all mention of the Grand Prix map for MW2. The overview video and more have been removed from all social media. The map was originally announced to be in the beta. So whatever these issues were are reportedly resolved, with well-known Call of Duty insider the Ghost of Hope claiming that Grand Prix will be playable at launch after issues surrounding the map were resolved. Most Modern Warfare 2's maps will take place in either Al-Mazrah in Western Asia or Las Almas in Central America. But a Grand Prix returns will be one of the recently announced rest of the world maps that round out the Modern Warfare 2 universe, glimpses of what is happening outside of Al-Mazrah and Las Almas. So, as you guys can see from this tweet, Grand Prix will be playable at launch of Modern Warfare 2, issues surrounding the map were resolved. This is only a leak for now, but because we haven't heard anything official about Grand Prix since August, we'll need to wait for further news from Activision, as they'll be detailing the maps ahead of launch. So that's really interesting there, guys. Again, let me know what you guys thought of that in the comments. Now, all of this information is coming from Call of Duty's Twitter account. So as you guys can see, this was a couple of days ago, only 3 days left until MW campaign early access, who's hyped. So that's the really interesting video that we got from that. As you guys can see, it's Call of Duty season. Get ahead of the game with a massive COD blog covering everything that we need to know before MW2 launches. So I'm just going to go onto this specific website. This is coming from Call of Duty's blog website. So everything that we need to know before the new era begins with campaign early access. On October 20th, anyone who digitally pre-ordered or pre-purchased Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 gets early access to the game's campaign up to 1 week before the game's official launch on the 28th of October. The early access period marks the end of a 141-day journey since the game's reveal announcement on June 2nd, one that features plenty of intel. We're introduced to Task Force 141, taking a quick dive into its global campaign with one of its missions called Dark Water, which I did a reaction video to. I'll annotate that link down in the description and in the info card above. Through multiple intel drops, lead developer Infinity Ward explained key development concepts across Modern Warfare 2, including its new gunsmith. We also got a behind-the-scenes tour of Farm 18 map, which was really interesting. Call of Duty Next released a wealth of intel. Among other announcements, we saw the game's innovative multiplayer in action for the first time, hinted at the evolved special ops, and even went farther into the future with Call of Duty Warzone 2.0, a game that shares the same engine and locations as Modern Warfare 2. Then we had the largest beta in Call of Duty history, giving an early preview of Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer to more community members than ever before. So, if you have got some gameplay here on the channel, make sure you guys check that out. For those who have not seen it before, there's also a trailer, which I'll quickly show you right now.
A weird war.
We don't know his name. Money, weapons, intel. He's planning something.
Now, let me just replay that again because I think I missed the start of that.
A weird war.
We don't know his name. Money, weapons, intel. He's planning something.
Sergeant McTavish, welcome to the City of Souls. There are few here to uphold the law, and many of those who resist corruption disappear.
Terrorism is good for business. As long as there is a war on terror, there will be no real war on drugs. We've got bigger problems.
We're not 141 and lost for Keros. We're a team.
I want to know how many they have and where they intend to use them.
Y'all got a clear picture?
All set.
These things take planning and preparation.
These things take violence and timing. I can do both. Go, Johnny! Get out of there!
You're the commander of a foreign terror organization.
I can say the same to you.
Digitally pre-order Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and play the campaign up to a week early.
Now, obviously, as you guys saw during that, you will have noticed General Shepard is also returning to the game, as well as the classic characters Sergeant Guile Garrick. There's also Captain Price, Sergeant Salt McTavish. There's also Vargas, I think his name was, Alejandro Vargas, who's one of the new members of the team, plus other individuals as well, so that was really interesting there to see. This announcement is the final piece of intel before your hands-on introduction to Call of Duty's new era with Modern Warfare 2 campaign early access, and whether it begins an exciting 2 months of content through the start of Season 1 and the release of Call of Duty Warzone 2.0. For those who don't know, as you guys can see, October 19th, 10 AM Pacific, all platforms, Modern Warfare 2 campaign early access preload begins, which is currently now gone live. Pre-order digitally now and get the campaign early access experience ready to play. October 20th, 10 AM Pacific, all platforms, Modern Warfare 2 campaign early access begins. Experience what made Task Force 141 become the ironic. So as you guys can see, October 19th, 10 AM Pacific will be going for Xbox. October 20th, 4 AM Pacific, which is regional rollout for PlayStation. October 26th, 10 AM Pacific on PC for Steam and Battle.net, and the full game preload begins on those dates and times. So as you guys can see, I think if I'm not mistaken, 10 AM Pacific would be 11 AM Mountain Time, 12 PM Central, 1 PM the Eastern, and 6 PM in the UK time. So that's now officially live for Xbox, and I believe it's also going out for PlayStation by region. I know it's currently going for preload in the UK, so it should, for those who are on PlayStation, you should be able to preload it at least right now. So that's really interesting there, guys. Again, let me know your guys' thoughts of that in the comments. The below image, as you guys can see, is the launch dates and times for PC. So I need to figure this out here. So if you're in the west half of America, as you guys can see, Los Angeles will be going live at 9 PM Pacific. Mexico City is 11 PM Pacific. Sorry, 11 PM Pacific, Central, I should say. Quebec City in Canada will be at midnight Eastern on October the 27th, as too will New York. London, 5 AM UK time on October the 28th is when you get to play it on PC. So that's really interesting there, guys. I want to know what you guys thought of these interesting bits of information. Let me know in the comments box down below. October 27th, consoles, 4 AM Pacific to 9 PM Pacific will be the regional rollout. PC seem up above for timing, as I've just gone through. October 28th to November 15th will be the Modern Warfare 2 pre-seasons. This is where you get to familiarise yourself with all the ranks and the loadout, weapon platforms, progression, to unlock all the weapons and attachments and progress through each Special Ops kit's tier system ahead of Season 1. November 16th will be the Call of Duty Warzone 2.0, DMZ and Battle Royale mods launch alongside the Modern Warfare 2 Season 1. In addition to a host of other content, a returning fan-favourite multiplayer map, which we don't know the name of, and additional Special Ops missions arrived to Modern Warfare 2. All players can drop into a new Al Mazrah map as part of Call of Duty Warzone 2.0, survive a brand new experience in DMZ, and enjoy a new Battle Pass system and 2 free functional weapons. Vault Edition owners can activate their free seasonal Battle Pass on unlocking 50 tier skips. Now, basically, we still don't know what this fan-favourite multiplayer map could possibly be. We can assume it probably might be Shipment, or it could be something else. Which map should it be? Let me know in the comments box down below. December 14th, Season 1 Reloaded introduces Raids. Special Ops receives the very first episode of Raids for operators to master, plus another legendary multiplayer map comes to Modern Warfare 2, while Call of Duty Warzone 2.0 has its first post-launch update. Week 0 Early Campaign Access Overview. So available with digital pre-order, pre-purchase campaign early access gives you an immersive introduction to Modern Warfare 2. Take the full early access period to learn about Task Force 141, its ties to the Mexican Special Forces, and the overall foundational narrative to the next chapter of the Modern Warfare universe's story. A head start on earning campaign completion unlocks the Union Guard weapon blueprint, 4 base operators, and cosmetic items are yours to keep for multiplayer, Special Ops, and Call of Duty Warzone 2.0 just by completing the campaign, plus to get extra time to achieve platform-specific accolades. So, campaign, the next chapter of the Modern Warfare story. So, for those who don't know, the Modern Warfare 2 campaign is an indirect continuation of the Modern Warfare 2019 story, picking up 3 years after Task Force 141's original formation. Under the supervision of Station Chief Kate Laswell, who is the blonde-haired lady that you guys saw in the trailer, Captain John Price creates the International Special Operations Group with 2 hand-picked selections from his storied military history: John Soap McTavish and Simon Ghost Riley. Carl Garrick, the former Special Air Service Sergeant who worked alongside Price during the events of Modern Warfare. Now, if you remember at the very end of the campaign, so Kate Laswell and Captain Price were having a conversation about tying up loose ends with the son of Imran Sakhayev called Victor. So that's really interesting. And over the next 36 months, Task Force 141 goes dark to perform classified missions around the globe, leading up to the beginning of Modern Warfare 2 story. Now, I think it was Kate Laswell who actually managed to find some files on Task Force 141, and Price is bringing back some old friends. When the United States airstrike kills a foreign general, his next in line vows revenge, partnering with an international drug cartel to transport stolen US ballistic missiles. With narcotics smuggling lanes at the disposal, the terror network is poised to launch a missile attack against the USA, targets unless Task Force 141 can stop them. But in order to do so, can it become the very thing they sought to destroy? Playing as alongside members of Task Force 141's Mexico Special Forces and Shell Company, you will travel across multiple continents to prevent a global crisis while untangling a web of crime and deception. From piloting gunships and battling within a convoy to identify high-value targets, and stealthily navigating underwater, you'll need to become a true Tier 1 operator to survive this pulse-pounding campaign. So, for those who don't know, for those who complete the campaign, you'll receive these rewards, as you guys are currently seeing on screen, which includes the Hutch operator, the Chewie operator, Reyes operator, and the Nova operator. There's also a weapon blueprint called the Union Guard. I haven't quite identified which weapon this is specifically for. There's also a What's Done is Done emblem, a double weapon XP 60-minute token, and Sub's Determination calling card, amongst others as well. For those of you who didn't see that, there's also various different 30-minute double XP, double weapon XP tokens for 30 minutes. I think there's a few hour-long ones as well. Now, I don't know if these are based on in-game gameplay or these based in real time. I'm not 100% sure. It could be real time, but I'm not 100% sure on that. This assault rifle variant is Captain Price's signature weapon that comes with 4 pre-equipped attachments: the AIM OPV4 reflex optic, the SZ1MW PEQ laser, the FSS Corvette 5 soundstone on the muzzle, and the Lock Grip Precision 40 underbarrel vertical grip. These attachments make this weapon blueprint an all-round great primary weapon. It's an excellent starting point for players of all skill levels across all game modes. Compared to the base weapon, this weapon blueprint offers more stability when aiming, reduced vertical and horizontal recoil, and a clear sight picture among other benefits like sound suppression. Plus, you can use the early access period to knock out most of the platform's specific accolades, which are equal parts points of pride and practice for other modes. One of these challenges involves completing campaign on either the hardest difficulty settings, veteran and realism. This latter turns off whole HUD and lowers health for a true test of ability. Complete and you'll be well prepared to face the AI combatants in Special Ops, Multiplayer, and Warzone 2.0. So that's really interesting there. As far as we know, sorry, I'm getting attacked by a fly at the moment. Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer defines emerging gameplay with a focus on variety. Those who look to play in the beta already got a glimpse of the game's assortment of modes, locales, and loadout items. On day 1, there will be 12 unique modes, 10 traditional modes on core maps, and 2 ground war modes on battle maps. These maps are grouped into 1 or 3 regional categories. One multiplayer map within Al Mazrah is Al Baqa Fortress, located on the southern shore of the region, which is this map right here. Al Mazrah, the small metropolitan area in the outskirts of the Republic of Adal, serves as the main region for Call of Duty Warzone 2.0. Several core and battle maps will be based in the region, making multiplayer a phenomenal place to learn some of its points of interest in detail. One multiplayer map within Las Almas is Mercado Las Almas, centrally located in the region's southeastern town. Now, for those who don't know, I have some gameplay on that map. Let me know again what you thought of that in the comments. A major place of interest within the Modern Warfare 2 campaign, Las Almas is a Central American region with a similar footprint to Al Mazrah. In multiplayer, the region will host a similar split of core battle maps. and rest of the world. The last group of multiplayer cards is an assortment of core maps in no specific region. A mixture of places within the campaign are completely outside the entire main storyline. These maps surround the Modern Warfare 2 universe with glimpses of what is happening outside of our measurement Los Angeles. So that's going to be really interesting there. Special Ops, of course, is replayable co-op rates coming to Season 1. An evolution of the Special Ops mode from Modern Warfare 2019, this co-op experience will initially feature 3 missions at launch, all taking place in Al-Mazrah. Low profile, infiltrate a town in the dead of night to uncover intel and evidence left by Al-Qatala before exfiltrating. Stealth is key to survival, which I think is this one right here. Can't wait to play that. That's low profile. It's also denied area, which I think might be this one. Multiple slam turrets preventing reinforcement entering Al-Mazrah. The help of a vehicle. Navigate through the winding streets of a suburb to destroy them, then speed over to the exfil plane to escape. That's going to be interesting there. And there's also another one called Defender Mount Zaya. A love letter to the fans of survival mods. Defend the observatory from increasingly difficult waves of enemies attempting to detonate bombs. Between each wave, operators can spend cash to get items such as kill streaks, self-revive kits, and armor plates. So that's interesting there. In Special Ops, operators will have access to a backpack to store equipment, and one of these kits are often similar to a set of perks, field upgrades, and kill streaks in multiplayer. Assault kit focused on increased armor with an armor box field upgrade. Later levels include the assault suit, munition, think mini juggernaut, increased armor capacity, and 3 stems included in the backpack. Medic kit focused on quicker revives with a revived pistol field upgrade for ranged instant revives. Later levels include a free bomb drone, similar benefits to the double time perk, and free claymores and anti-tank mines included in the backpack. Recon kit focused on better equipment usage with a snapshot pulse field upgrade to see nearby enemies. Later levels include the ability to automatically restock lethals and tacticals over time, the ability to carry extra equipment, and a free heartbeat sensor and spotter scope included in the backpack. So that's interesting there. Kits are leveled up by earning stars through missions and mission-related challenges, which gives all 3 of these launch missions plenty of replayability. They highly recommend completing all 3 Special Ops missions with 3 stars and have at least 1 kit leveled up to tier 5 before raids. A direct continuation of the campaign are introduced to the Special Ops later in Season 1. So that's really interesting there. Military ranks, as you guys can see, level was 1 to 55. Unlock all weapon platforms, multiplayer loader items and Special Ops kits. Weapon platforms. Each weapon platform will feature camo and mastery challenges. Also include progression trees with the ability to unlock platform-specific and universal attachments, with some also allowing you to unlock receivers, which serve as additional functional weapons within the platform. Spec Ops kits can be leveled up to a maximum of rank 10 by replaying missions or completing challenges to earn stars. Base Operator Unlock Challenges. Earn 18 operators through challenges related to campaign, multiplayer, and Special Ops. Daily challenges, of course. Additional challenges. So that's really interesting there. Best way to prepare for Warzone 2.0 dropping on November 16th. There's going to be 25 available operators at launch, 80 can be unlocked during the Modern Warfare 2 pre-season. Must get 2 Milsim operators for 4 unique outfits locked by default, 4 unlocked via the Vault Edition, and 1 placed an exclusive operator for those who pre-order in the PS Store. Weapons. Over 30 weapon platforms at launch and over 50 unique weapons. So as you guys can see, get anywhere from 1 to 6 unique weapons per platform. Vault Edition owners get access to the FJX into Weapon Vault, which you've seen me using the Modern Warfare 2 beta, which contains all receives and attachments for one of the weapon platforms available at launch. Beta participants will have access to both their weapon blueprints if unlocked during the beta period. Gameplay mechanics, movement, firing, and other fundamental features are shared between all games within the Modern Warfare 2 universe. Ricochet anti-cheat, I'm pretty sure you all know how that works by now. The PlayStation exclusive Oni skin. So we've got a lot to go through here. So these are all the operators that we're going to be getting during the game itself. So for Spec Group, which is one of the factions, we've got Chewie, Gromsko, Gus, Cleo, Luna, Nova, Reyes. Got Zemo, Farah, Ghost, Price, and Soap. Now, I'm surprised Gas is not on that list, which is rather interesting, but interesting to see there. I'm not going to go too much into this here, guys, but as you guys can see, these are all the names that we're getting during the Modern Warfare 2 life cycle. I'm pretty sure most of you guys will probably recognize some names within that list. Cortac operators, so this is, I believe, the enemy faction. I've got Axel, Callisto, I think that says Connor, Fender, Harangi, Hutch, Koenig, Rose, Stiletto, Zero, and Oni. Now, Oni is a PlayStation exclusive skin. So as you guys can see, there's all their descriptions, if you will, about what they're all about. There's the Hero Oni Watanabe PlayStation exclusive skin. That's what we got a trailer for during one of the prior events. Now, I'm not going to go too much into this here, guys, but at launch there will be 33 unique weapon platforms available through the military ranks. Of course, all the ranks will be reset from the Modern Warfare 2 beta, just bear that in mind. One shared engine, so they're all going to be using on the same engine, as well as Warzone 2.0, so again, bear that in mind. Ricochet anti-cheat will be effective on day 1. Additional launch intel. Outside of Modern Warfare 2, get exclusive inter-game rewards by watching any Twitch.tv streamer of the game during launch week, so in this case this week, and celebrate launch of new Task Force 141 themed gear at the Call of Duty shop. So for those who don't know, Twitch drops, how it works, link to Activision ID and Twitch accounts together. Check out any streamer that has drops enabled on Twitch October 28th to November the 6th and redeem the rewards, which include a blueprint after watching for 60 minutes. After 45 minutes will be a sticker, after 15 minutes will be a charm, and after 30 minutes will be a calling card and an emblem. So that's really interesting there. Call of Duty next viewership. So as you guys can see, for those who stay tuned during that, that's how you go about connecting those together. Don't forget, guys, there's also different companies who are actually promoting with double XP. So that includes like Mountain Dew. I think there was one for a couple of pizza companies that I think I covered previously here on the channel. Right, so from what we know, it's Mountain Dew, Papa John's, and Little Caesars. They're all promoting double XP for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. So again, do bear that in mind there. So I think that's more or less it, guys. So what are you guys' thoughts of everything? Let me know in the comments box down below. I'm keen to hear what you guys' views and opinions are. Make sure you guys stay subscribed to the channel. If you're new to the channel, please smash the subscribe button. Don't forget the notification bell so I see more videos. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, peace out. Just before I finish off here, guys, I've just noticed that I've forgot to mention about the PC specs. For those who are interested, again, here they are on screen. Make sure you guys do follow this as best you possibly can. That's how you can go about playing the game at the best quality as well.